Welcome into another exciting edition of Kadam's Corner here. We've got our first guest of 2023, and we couldn't have asked for a better guest. This is the man, the middleman, bringing gaming tournaments to the people, bringing it all together. Tommy G, how we doing, my friend?
I am doing great, man. Happy to be on. No, we just chatted for a bit, but I love what you guys are doing. This is really exciting. I'm with a company, BBL Hospitality. I do our business development. In particular, I do a lot of the marketing and sales with the recovery sports grills that we have. So we have opened what I think is the first in the Capital Region eSports Lounge. It's a space where gamers can feel comfortable. They can go, people can game. People who don't know how to game can use some of the consoles that are there. And then we obviously have throughout the restaurant streaming going on and things of that sort. So we want to, esports is a real thing. We're a sports grill, and yeah, we wanted to kind of bring a space and bring that element to our brand. We just won. We had the Yankee Boston game on all the TVs. We're like, oh, these kids are gonna love this. And over in the corner, I swear, on a TV like a damn 28-inch, we had like Twitch. There's like Ninja, and the whole damn team is just huddled around that one TV, and we were like, that was kind of the moment. It was like,
Dollar signs there. Huh?
We're on this. We're on to something.
That's the Gilliland and Bulldogs I know for sure.
Kids I don't know. They don't want to watch a 3-hour baseball game anymore, or they're all on Twitch. They're all gaming. Esports is what they're more into. So I think it kind of was like, we have to adapt here. We have to figure this out. Like, we got to figure out how to get streaming in here. Like, we just got to figure out how to be able to hook up a laptop to these racks. So we kind of got that going. All of our restaurants now have the ability to stream. See what you got. What it was I saw them on LinkedIn posting all this stuff.
Yeah.
About claim to fame. I was like, I see what you guys are doing over there. And I almost just wanted to hit him up for like some consultation and see what he thought, how he thought that could play in. And the more and more we started talking, I was like, if I can convince these guys to build this thing in one of the restaurants, would you want to partner up? Would you guys come over? So there were some competitors at the time, and I was like, why don't we, swing you over here? And he's like, all right, let's see, what you got.
Marketing, baby.
Right. So he said, let's, it was kind of, like I said, we were still a year out from even having it built. Yeah, I saw a little space for the esports lounge, and we got it. So that's when it became a reality. We took out just like you were saying, we took out the arcade. So we took out the basketball hoop. I mean, it used to bug the out of customers. They'd be, imagine you're sitting there with your family or whatever, you're out on a date, or even your boys, you're watching the game, and behind you, I mean, the basketball is just bouncing off the rim. It was, one flies over you, hits you in the head while you're eating your wings. We've got 2 of the new Xboxes and 2 of the PS5s in there. And then each system has a Nintendo Switch too. So yeah. And we got the PS5s last year. So that was like February 2022. And if you guys recall, it was like, you had a better chance of finding a mammoth tusk than one of those things at the time. This is what it looks like, at least one portion.
Sick.
When they have, so when they have, this is actually claim to fame getting ready for a tournament. So they've got some stations. You can see like the 2v2 here. And then these ones, so we actually have the permanent stations here.
All right, well, we know we're hosting our next in-person podcast.
Yeah,
I was just going to say.
We would love to have you. We would love to have you guys. So this you can see is the actual stations. That these are the permanent stations that we have, like when someone wants to just come in and play or what have you. So station 1, and then it goes up to the bigger TV too. So when you're playing, you can have, people viewing you on these. You can plug one main system in and stream what's happening.
You could have the whole bar watching that.
Right. And what we do is when Claim to Fame's hosting their tournaments on Mondays and Tuesdays, we'll throw some of the TVs on throughout the restaurant on, their tournament going on, so people can actually see what's happening, right over there in the esports lounge.
Do you see maybe like a blending of understanding from maybe an older, a guy out there drinking a beer and what do you got going on over here? Comes over here, checks it out. Oh, that's pretty cool. Do you see the blending of understanding, I guess we'll say?
constantly. And I mean, Claim to Fame could tell you even better because they're the ones that are running the tournaments, but I've sat and I've watched for hours. So many people kind of creep on up and what's going on over here, and what's great is we have, so that property is attached to a hotel. So we got a lot of business transients, guys who are just, whatever, on the road. They're just, they're living out of, day to day, renting cars and in hotels, at the same sports bar or hotel restaurants, doing the same. They go down to the restaurant, sit on their phone, watch a game. And this brings something totally different. We see a lot of people who have no idea, or they know kind of what it is, but are interested on what's going on, creep on up, start to, at first you see them poke around, look around, then they kind of, start to attempt to walk up to somebody, that awkwardness. And then sure enough, the guys who Claim to Fame are great at, they kind of, and they've told me that this was something they would do, but almost be like the concierge, come up, hey, I see you looking, do you want to know more about this or that? And they kind of can show them what's actually happening. So totally, we see that blend, we see that crossover start to take place. I don't know that they're gonna, square up, throw on a headset and start playing, but guys get knocked out of the tournament and they're sticking around. Some of them, you should see some of these guys play with, I don't even know. They'll be drinking these specialty cocktails and stuff. The one guy, he's so good. He I think he tries to handicap himself by getting loaded before he plays the tournament.
I couldn't show up and just drop my kid off to play video games.
So Cheech, take your headphones off. No, absolutely. I don't want him getting any ideas. But no, yeah, no, you can. I don't think, I mean, dropping it depends on the age, I guess, for drop off, but we have the Xboxes.
You've seen the prices of daycare, Tommy, is what he's
right.
You better watch what you say, Tommy.
All of a sudden, I'm going to have, I'm treading very
It's insane,
lightly
Tom.
here, boys. But no, let's put it this way. The consoles are open and available for, the general public to use. So if someone comes in and wants to play one of the PlayStations or Xboxes, we have Switches as well. They're more than welcome to. Trying to get to, without kind of speaking too far ahead of myself, but is to be able to host birthday parties where they have a tournament. It's being streamed through through Twitch or something, and then recorded, so the kid can actually then have a tape of their birthday tournament or something like that.
We'll have, that's really huge. That's a great idea. Wow.
Yeah, and we're getting to that sort of thing. So
there's spaces that are set up to be just that, you know what I mean? And they don't have, you can't go there and do both. You can't go there and watch sports and then go sit down because it's halftime or your team's getting blown out by 50 and you want to get drunk and take out some pain out on somebody on some Mortal Kombat. You can't, you got to go home to do that. You know what I mean? In this scenario.
Exactly.
You can do that.
Most of those places don't have a full service kitchen attached to them, or a bar or anything
That
like
too,
that.
Yeah. It's Troy. It's not always the most privileged families that are there. So we were able to serve a lot of these families that they like I said, they might have never even touched an Xbox or PlayStation controller, and it gives them somewhere to kind of go and see this. So it was really cool to see that, and just reaching out, just getting it into people's hands. Like you said, it's not an arcade, it's something different. So
sounds like a great place for us to do a live podcast, for me to beat the at all of you in UFC 4.
Oh God. Oh, here we
Yep.
go. You see the look on
There
his
we
face.
go.
Gauntlet
Oh, here
has
we
been
go.
thrown down.
All right, as long as you'll face me in Super Smash right after, we got a deal.
Oh yeah, you'll get your victory back swiftly.
Just singing the praises of Undisputed that just came out. So tell us what gives you, what's kind of making this stand out for you? What's so good about it?
Oh man, well, first of all, it's a boxing game that's on the market. That's one thing.
That's the only thing.
KO, but TKO by them. EA got knocked out by their own greed and laziness. I don't know what the hell they're doing, but it's just a really great game. Like I was mentioning before, the boxers have certain perks. It kind of gives a different aspect to play style. So you choose a boxer that kind of fits more your fight style, and then you know, the fluid movements and just everything, man. And it's what D-Block just mentioned, a UFC game. I love it to death, but I spend 99% of my time on takedown defense so I can just stand up and knock somebody.
Is this its full release or is this in beta?
No, so
or
this
anything?
is just early access right now. There is no there's like no single player, but what I'm really surprised they did is they have a fully fleshed out online already. So you can get on there with the boxers they have. They already have some great names: Muhammad Ali, Tyson Fury. They got a lot of welterweights, cruiserweights. They got all female boxers too. They got a whole roster of female boxers.
Force Unleashed, single player.
Again,
I don't know, man. That was crazy. The first time I ever was able to like throw a lightsaber at somebody and like chop them in half and get it back using the Force was just was sick. So
It's intoxicating.
it is.
I gotta tell you, so new dad here. The first thing I'm gonna talk about being a new dad, because we're talking about the Force. Cheech, you can testify to this, I'm sure. Like, I got the baby on me, and there's always something just out of reach, but I don't want to wake him up, so I really want to just have the.
Doesn't work.
And I'm just sitting there like, remote, come to me, please.
It doesn't work, dude. I would have had it by now. It doesn't.
I know.
Work.
I think I'm just gonna get those little dinosaur things that like with the extender, and they can bite stuff and pick them up for me. I need one of those.
Although I haven't tried.
Did you guys play SOCOM Navy SEALs?
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
the
Don't even get
PlayStation
me-
2,
that was
baby.
my introduction.
That was because that was the
online play.
first. That was the first of all of it, really.
Oh man, you might. Is my mic? Hey, can you guys hear me? Is my
Because there was nothing but people cursing, screaming, yelling at each other, and not one tactical move was made throughout the whole time.
Your parents are like, did you have fun playing your new game? I learned 6 new swear words and my feelings are hurt.
I'm about to say, 8 years old, you're taking up smoking cigarettes because they just chewed you out over a mic. You're like, yeah, it's great, Mom. I'll be back in 5.
Hey, put on a pot of coffee for me, will you?
yeah, right.
Or we'll try and shake them down. Be like, yo, listen, we know it's only one of you in there. If you leave your money in plates, you can go out the back.
Jesus Christ, Cheech.
Or
he's shaking people down.
Hell yeah, dude.
Come on up off those plates.
Underwear and socks, damn it.
Me or dragged in by Igor to the gulag. Your choice.
I haven't been up to Albany and checked it out. Since it's reopened, but I'm going to now. Next time I come up, I might just make a trip just to do that, so we can do a podcast in there and have a party there. But that sounds awesome, man. And again, thank you so much for your time, my friend.
No, it would be great. We'd love to have you guys keep doing your thing. Really love what you're doing here. Yeah, we're excited for gaming. I think it's big, up and coming, and I appreciate you guys having me on.
Oh, thanks for coming.
Thanks, brother.
Cheers, mate.
All right, boys.
All right, Cheech, anything you want to add, man?
Yeah, congratulations to you on becoming a new dad. And did you happen to name your penis?
Keep gaming, guys.
Yeah.